eatradio.com.
Every time the beat drop.
Hello everyone, welcome to Save and Continue, where we keep you plugged in to everything plugged in. I'm Frankie Justino, this is the lovely Nolan, Ryan by my right side, and...
The lovely Nolan and then Ryan by my right side. Okay.
I'm still getting acclimated to you, right?
No, it's going to be that kind of show.
I think this is like, what, our second or third show together? Shh. Yeah. Anyway.
Don't try and look back on the past memories.
I'm filling in for Kyle tonight as host, and we have some stuff to talk about regarding TV shows, movies, video games, everything that you enjoy. So what are you guys watching at the moment?
Watching?
Or playing?
As in shows, the Flash, Arrow, Gotham, season finale of Gotham was absolutely phenomenal. So cool.
I heard really, really good things about it.
Oh my God, you never watched Gotham?
I haven't seen Gotham, I haven't seen The Flash. I have Daredevil downloaded right now.
Yeah, I haven't watched Daredevil yet, but The Flash started out a little iffy for me.
Yeah.
I love the show now, but it started a little bit iffy, like it was almost too...
Flashy?
I don't know, like it was, yes, it was too flashy.
We got jokes.
It was too like corny at first, and now like it got really, really, really good. But Gotham, I can't even tell you how perfectly they casted every single person, whether it be a background extra to the main guys. Every single person is just so perfectly casted.
And I believe on previous episodes we've actually talked about the rise of comic book centric TV shows that have kind of flooded. TV nowadays.
Yep.
And I kind of saw it coming. I think Marvel's Shield was one of the first ones. Yeah, which I haven't seen either.
Yeah.
But
That's a good one too.
yeah.
I stopped watching it though. I mean, I missed out on a couple episodes, and then everything from there, I have to go back on Netflix and go see if I can catch up.
Yeah.
But I got a lot to catch up on.
Now, are you keeping up with Thrones every week?
No, I have never watched a single episode of Thrones.
Oh well. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me and Nolan were actually just talking about it on the way here, and we're kind of having mixed views about it, but differing views. I think this season is going a little too slow for my liking.
I don't know. I think last season ended on such a big note and it kind of changed the path of every other character. So now they have to kind of like build back into something interesting happening. Like it's too much groundwork right now to be like wowed, but I like where it's going. I think it's going to be.
And you didn't read the books, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't read the novels either. And like, from what I'm hearing, I don't know how true it is, but I hear people that are saying that the books that this season is kind of revolving around have a similar pacing. It's kind of slower. It's really, more of a build. And really viewing it isn't too exciting to me right now. I think because we're already up to the 6th episode and the 7th is going to be airing this weekend, I think something more, dramatic should have happened by now, or at least maybe executed better. But
I don't know. They kind of follow like the same pattern, like throughout the 10 episodes. Like 9 is always like the big thing, and then the finale kind of just like sets up the next season. And I don't know, like right around like the mid finale is when you get something huge. Like it wasn't the Blackwater like 7 or 8 or something like that. It's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, really.
Never watched that episode.
If there's any show to really be spoiler free on, it's Thrones. I'd say.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
Big time, because there's a lot of just
So much happens so quick.
Yeah, pretty much. But so there's a controversy surrounding Game of Thrones right now about the ending of the last episode. And
I did see that.
Yeah, there's some buzz on it right now. I kind of think there's a double standard revolving around it, because Game of Thrones has always been known for its shocking scenes and subject matter. And this particular scene definitely was shocking.
Yeah.
Not too surprising, but I think that everybody is taking the whole idea of, and I'm going to say spoilers, the rape scene with Sansa a little too seriously for Game of Thrones.
I don't know. Thrones has always like shown it. And they didn't really show it. They just kind of showed Reek's face, like being horrified.
Yeah,
and like it was a
heavy
like
scene.
not to like diminish the scene or anything like that, but I don't know. I've always respected thrones. Like you chop somebody's head off, you see their neck like.
And I think people are forgetting the scene with Jaime and Cersei. You know, that was more rapey than anything, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, that was definitely more, I think, controversial.
Yeah,
in
way
my
more
eyes.
intense.
Yeah, it was definitely more intense. But anyway, yeah, I know you're as somebody who has never seen the show, you're like, what
Just
the?
some cheerful
That scene
rape
was just
combo.
more
Yeah, yeah. But my hopes for the series this season is for it to kind of pick up a little bit during these next few episodes. We only have 4 more episodes to air.
Yeah.
And I really am. I'm excited to see what they might pull off, but I think I'm kind of 2 episodes in too late, expecting more than what we've been given. You know, so we'll see what happens. But I know you had a different opinion on it than I did about the pacing.
Yeah, I mean, there's big culture shifts. Jon Snow's like taking his seat. The grip of her city, like Daenerys' grip on her city, is like loosening more and more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then we had
It's gonna come to a boil.
we had the religious zealots, and then we have
Yeah, I hate them. I
the
think that's so
harpies,
stupid.
you know, going on, which are kind of similar storylines if you think about it. You know, this group that has kind of just emerged out of nowhere, and they're trying to, you know, take over they're trying to make a power shift.
Yeah, but the
You know?
harpies aren't backed by the government, and the Suns are. That's why. I hate
Yeah,
the
it's a good
Suns. They
point.
suck.
Yeah, and also the sand snakes, I feel like, are just falling flat. I've never seen such negative reception from Game of Thrones before with the sand snakes.
Yeah,
I think everything
That's
about
like
it is
the
just
all
boring.
girls, right? The all girls,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the 3
yeah.
girls in Dorne.
Yeah,
that sucks.
it just seems really corny to me, and I think the choreography with everything they've done, including the script, has been really half-assed. To be honest,
I mean, your brother died in a duel that he signed up to
was
be in.
their father? You mean?
Or well, it was
Oberyn,
the
right?
sister, and then it was the father of like some. Either way, your family member agreed to like be in a duel, and he lost. You know, why would you go to war? then?
We're still talking about Thrones.
I'm gonna go. and just call
This is
me.
like when I talk with about Halo with Kyle. Like
Yeah.
Nolan's he goes in his own corner.
Yeah, no, I just
But,
figured. I mean, I could.
but yeah,
have a coffee or
but we're
something.
watching Thrones right now. Now, Silicon Valley. Are you watching Silicon Valley?
Nope.
All right.
So go ahead.
Okay.
I'll be back.
The Silicon Valley has been killing it. I'm actually enjoying Silicon Valley a lot more every Sunday than Game of Thrones at this point. But Silicon Valley has been freaking hysterical. I
Yeah,
really have been.
Silicon Valley. This is a great season for Silicon Valley. Last episode was particularly good. I don't want to keep giving out spoilers more and more.
Yeah, I know. We really can't talk
shows.
about much. But if there's any shows to watch right now, Silicon Valley and the Marvel TV series that we were just mentioning.
What, Agents?
You just said The Flash had a really good finale. I personally want to see
No,
Daredevil.
well,
Yeah.
No, The Flash. Arrow is another really great one. The reason I like the Arrow is because it's like The Flash is DC, but it's not really that dark like DC usually is. But the Arrow and Gotham are just dark shows. Like they're gory. There's so much more death in those ones than like The Flash. Like there's death in The Flash, but they kind of like. They kind of skip around it.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, somebody died over here, but like you never see anything happen to anybody. But then it actually progressively they have been showing people dying in that show. But what I like about Arrow and Gotham is like they're like that whole Batman type thing, like in Gotham City and Starling City. If you're the Arrow and like they just show all the stuff and everything's a lot
Gritty.
more.
It's like
Now,
it
what are
actually
your
feels like
opinions
crime.
on Suicide Squad that keeps getting more screenshots out and whatnot?
I did see like a video that somebody captured of Harley Quinn and the Joker. I guess they filmed.
Yeah,
not supposed to be,
yeah.
I guess, but they were filming like a scene where the Joker was getting out of a car.
Jared Leto, yeah.
And I saw that, and I don't know. I mean,
He
I
had the
haven't seen
mannerisms
enough on
down.
it. Yeah, he has the mannerisms, and I think the girl who's doing Harley Quinn is going to do a good
Yeah, which
job.
I forget her name, but
So I know they all.
It's the one from Wolf of Wall Street.
I still haven't seen that.
I did see what is his name? Killer Croc. He looks really cool.
Yeah,
and
and
I saw his screenshot. He looked actually really sick.
I think it looks cool that they're doing traditional makeup with that
Yeah.
instead of CGI. Because some
Yeah.
people wanted it CGI, but you know they can pull it off. I think. you
Yeah,
know?
no, I mean, he looks awesome. And then Will Smith as Deadshot was also another
Which is
cool
funny.
thing.
He seems like a really weird cast.
That's why I didn't know. I saw him and I'm like, is Will Smith
Yeah.
Deadshot? And I was
It seems
reading up on it,
very
I'm
out
like,
of
you know
character
what?
for him to be in this kind of movie, but I don't know.
It's gonna be hit or miss with that movie. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope it's gonna be good because I love DC and I love all those characters and I love those villains and I would really hope that it's gonna be a good.
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be a really good
the
thing.
only thing really attaching me to DC is Batman, this whole series, and I like how Suicide Squad includes characters from that. And the whole idea of Suicide Squad is really cool to me. Like I saw the animated movie not too long ago.
Yeah.
And that was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, I've seen like all the animated things and all that, so I get so excited when I see all these things and which villains are gonna be in it, and like the Flash's villains. I'm always following them, and every time they bring someone new in, I'm like, oh yes, it's him, it's this guy. I don't spoil things like you guys, so I'm just gonna say this guy.
Just use a bunch of open-ended adjectives. It was
it's really hard not to. It really isn't. But how's your streaming going? Because you just started streaming Super Ryan Game Time.
That's
7
me,
o'clock
Super
every
Ryan
Tuesday,
Game
I
Time.
believe. Yes, Eastern time. How's that going?
I did the one on Tuesday, and I just played Grand Theft Auto 5 on my PlayStation 4, so I don't have any mods and everything. So
You have none of the juicy stuff that's coming out of the PC version right now.
No, unfortunately not. But it was fun. I mean, I just kind of played, and I made it fun. I was just getting into cop chases. I was doing like the cinematic views and all that. So that was cool. And then I tried those heists, and everyone was just so bad at it, and we just kept failing. So I was just getting really mad. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I haven't played the heist yet on GTA 5, but I've been hearing actually.
I'll get that for you here. Hold on a second.
I've been hearing like it's more of like just like a last-second add-on rather than like a new adaptation to the game though.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't heard too much positive about it.
It seems like it was kind of a ship that sailed. It was supposed to be around when the game first launched, so people were kind of. I know Kyle was upset about the whole heist being absent from the launch.
Plus, there's all like really good heist games out right now, like Payday and stuff like that.
Ooh, so All Hope Is Gone, Slipknot reference, is
Top three
asking us
Resident
top
Evil
3
games?
Resident Evil games. Very random, but I'm always willing to talk about Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 3 was my favorite.
I love you.
Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil 2 would be my second, and I
was a
love
good
the
one.
first one, but I think Resident Evil 0 might be my third
Really?
favorite. Yeah, because it was just it took such a twist like that I didn't expect, like because wasn't that one of the first ones that they even did like a co. It wasn't co-op because you can't have like a person like your friend, but you can swap between the two characters, and then it was the beginning before any of this stuff happened.
That's
why
Resident
I
Evil
really
0.
liked it.
It takes place before the Spencer incident.
Yeah.
And my personal favorites out of those, the top 3, I would have to say Resident Evil 1 Remake. The Resident Evil 1 Remake, I feel like is the epitome of Resident Evil as a whole, and I think Resident Evil 3, gameplay-wise, is the best survival horror game because of the ability to mix together the different ammo types and build your, like no other Resident Evil game really had that as well as Resident Evil 3 did. But I'd say, if I had to rank it, I'd say Resident Evil 1 Remake, which I've still yet to play on the newest consoles. I still really want to play the HD.
Yeah, I always
You should get
about
that.
to
You should
download
stream
it.
that.
I should. All right,
Do
I'll
it.
buy it. Fine.
All right, next Tuesday,
Guess I'll play
Ryan
Resident
is going to
Evil Remake.
stream Resident Evil, and he needs to pay for it now.
I am.
Now
I'm
that
gonna
I'm
go
putting
buy
him on
it.
the spot.
It gives me a reason to buy it now.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna start a crowdsourcing, and you can put $1 into each fund.
And my third pick would be Resident Evil 4. I'd
Yeah,
say.
you said 4,
Yeah,
so.
Resident Evil 4 is actually the Resident Evil game that got me back into the series and really made me a true fan. Where I went back and retroactively played the older ones because of Resident Evil 4.
Oh, I always play. I go back and I play them all over and over again. I can always replay those games.
Yeah, well, Resident Evil 1, when I first got it, it was the GameCube version. I got it in 2002. I was probably like 10, 11 years old, and I was too afraid to get past the first hallway. And I had to come back to that. But Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 1, and I guess Resident Evil 3, but Resident Evil 3 I'd say would be tied with the rest. 0 I admire, but 0 had a lot of flaws in my eyes.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed the fact that it was before everything. Like it wasn't just progressing.
Yeah.
It was, it was the prequel, and I love prequels. I think they're so cool because I love to see the things that they come up with from after the fact that they've already came out with this game. And just seeing it like on the train, and there wasn't really zombies yet. It was like the leeches, and they were infecting everybody with the virus.
See,
and
it's just a shame the direction that Resident Evil went in, because I loved the story. As campy as it was, the story was still good enough that you could talk really seriously nerdy about it. But ever since really after Resident Evil 5, it got way too convoluted for its own good.
Okay.
It became more of like a Call of Duty-esque worldwide battlefield thing, which if they did correctly would have worked, but I think they did it in such a cheap way, just to.
they did. I hate I just hate the fact that like there's no puzzles to figure out anymore. With
Well,
those.
yeah, it's not.
That was the
not
best
good.
part. I as much as I hated it, I loved getting stuck in a room for 3
Puzzle
hours
elements
or 3 days.
Puzzle elements in gaming have kind of gone away in general.
Oh,
They
well,
should come back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Every
that.
game had a puzzle. It used to be, at least.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe survival horror like Resident Evil, but there's still puzzle games out there. That if you want a puzzle game, you have to go exclusively to a puzzle game. It's
Yeah.
just puzzles. You know what I mean?
So-
Which is, well, no, they could be.
Well, no, I mean,
They're good. Yeah, depending. Like, oh man, what would you consider a good puzzle game nowadays?
A Portal.
I think of like,
puzzle.
I think Braid. You go back in time. You're this little dude. It has a twist ending. Really, really good ending.
Is that why it's
It's
called
like-
Braid?
No, I forget why it's called Braid. I think it
no, he
has to
just
do
has
with
really long hair.
No, he looks like a little Angus Young actually, from AC/DC. Yeah, if I had to describe him. But that's what I consider like a puzzle game. There's a lot of puzzle time centric elements to it. You have to control time and whatnot. But yeah. So what else we have to talk about today? Really, it's
I was
pretty,
reading what he
pretty
said.
open season.
I was reading on the some of the comments that he said that he heard rumors that they're making a Resident Evil game where you can control Wesker and Barry. And
Well, Resident Evil Revelations.
back in the first one.
Well, Resident Evil Revelations 2 just came out, and you don't control Wesker. You control Barry and Claire, as well as a couple of other new characters. And that came out, and that actually got pretty well received by the Resident Evil fans, I think, because it was going back to how things were. And I, in my opinion, just from watching Let's Plays of it, I think it did better than RE5 and RE6, definitely. But I've yet to play it myself, and I'm still seeing Capcom, who owns the Resident Evil series right now, really trying to find that balance between new Resident Evil games like Resident Evil 4 and on, and the ones before. But
Yeah.
they're still really
They
not
need to do
listening
that.
hard enough.
They're not.
They're not.
If you look at like the like all the what am I trying to say here? Like all the comments of them trying to tell the creators of Resident Evil at Capcom, they're like, you need to keep up with the graphics and keep up with this style of gaming, but you have to go back to not just a straight on game. Like you just Resident Evil 5, you just walk and you shoot things on the way, and then you get to the end. Like
Yeah, I was psyched that Resident Evil 5 was taking place in Africa. This is all I was thinking about. Like, oh man, there's so many different kinds of flora and fauna in Africa. There was like, all these different kind of animals. I wanted to see like zombified giraffes and stuff going on. Seriously, like crazy stuff coming out of their long necks.
Fucking zombie lions.
But yeah, but they didn't have that.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of Resident Evil game that's in Africa doesn't have zombified animals aside from a few dogs, or weird things like that? It just,
maybe they
it was a
just couldn't
disappointment.
survive. Maybe like big animals like that just can't survive the virus.
I don't
Even
buy
like
that.
being undead and
Yeah.
walking around.
Yeah, I really don't buy that. But actually, did you guys talk about Silent Hills at all on an episode I wasn't here?
That Silent Hill game, that PT, that playable teaser thing that
Well,
everyone
yeah.
was downloading and trying to sell their PlayStations for $6 million and everything. Yeah, I downloaded it as soon as I saw everybody trying to sell the PlayStation.
Yeah, well,
It is the scariest game I've ever played.
Yeah?
By far.
Yeah.
I screamed like a 2-year-old little girl. Like, me and my cousin, I said, hey, this is a really scary, scary game. He's like, well, let's try it out. So I can't even, we like jumped up, hugged each other, like cuddled on the couch. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Turn the game off, turn the TV
I mean,
off.
isn't
turn the
that-
lights
I
off.
turned the game right. I'm so happy that all you gotta do is push the middle button on the PlayStation, it goes right back to the home screen.
so he was the cousin that you hugged, basically.
He is the
you
cousin
liked
that I
it.
hugged.
It's that cousin.
Yeah, he's that
Yeah.
one. He's
Yeah.
that Jerry Springer cousin. All right, I'm steering too far away.
Well,
Long history with that cousin.
are you familiar with the Silent Hill series and like what that because essentially what PT was playable teaser.
Yeah.
So Silent Hills, I'm personally really bothered by its cancellation. I know you guys talked about it in a previous episode, but I wasn't here for it. I'm a really big Silent Hill fan. Not as much as I probably could be because I didn't play all of them, but I'm a huge fan of the atmosphere, the story, what Silent Hill conveys, how it kind of gets into the psyche of the character that you're playing. All their torments and issues kind of manifest in these monsters and the world around them, So it's really good. And the music is incredible. Akira Yamaoka, great composer. So hopefully he gets more work. All right, we're going to take a short commercial break, really short, so just
Very
do
short.
something really quick, and we will be back with you.
Hang out.
Take care.
Bye.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
Welcome back, everyone, to Save and Continue, hosted by InRavio Studios. So, E3 is coming up soon.
Mm-hmm. That it is.
What do we hope for E3?
I don't know. I haven't really heard that much, to be totally honest. I think a lot of the things I'm interested in have been kind of kept more under wraps.
Like what? Elaborate, please.
I mean, I only really play the sports games, and there's such minimal difference that comes out of the sports games. I think they try and keep a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like,
so you're going to be interested more in EA's conference than anything?
Yeah, but they don't even put on a good conference. So not even.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be interested in all the front-running conferences, like who puts out the most interesting.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be more interested the day after E3.
We haven't announced anything yet, but I'm going to talk with Kyle about it. We're probably going to do some kind of coverage of it live. No, probably not. As cool as that would be, but we will definitely be covering it around that time because I know there's a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to. But before I get to me, Ryan, what do you think? Is there anything at E3 that you're looking forward to get revealed or hearing more about?
No.
Oh my God.
Well, that
work with me, Rand.
Well, All Hope Is Gone was saying, he actually said when you said about the Revelations 2, he said he played Revelations 2, it was awesome, and that's not the game he was talking about. There actually is a full entire game where
of Resident Evil 2?
Barry and Wesker
doing
what they were doing while you were doing all the other stuff as Jill and
Are you sure it's Barry and Wesker? Because Barry and Wesker...
I don't know. All Hope Is Gone said it. Ask All Hope Is Gone. All Hope Is Gone. Elaborate, sir.
No, I don't think it's Barry and Wesker, but I know that on the topic of a Resident Evil 2 remake, I could see that because of Resident Evil 1 did so well, the HD remaster, it sold very, very well.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of Capcom's nudge from the community to get on a traditional Resident Evil game that doesn't suck, or remake one of the older ones. Like I would love to see Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh no, I would 100% love.
We're not going to see anything at E3 regarding Resident Evil. I doubt. If we do, it'll be something that I haven't heard about.
People were saying that they might reveal like a slimmer Xbox One now at E3.
Okay.
They're like, we predict that they're going to get a slimmer with more gigs in there in the hard drive. Like
that would be cool because
drive.
I want to get an Xbox One for Halo 5 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I know that apparently there was a rumor going around. It's not officially confirmed, but I know one of the developers I think said it. So it basically is that they're going to be having a Halo 5 bundle with the Xbox One. So if they are doing a slim, it's perfect for me. I'm happy I waited. I still don't have any, current gen consoles right now. I would love to have PS4 for Bloodborne. I'm so happy Bloodborne is doing so well. So freaking happy about that.
I gotta get it.
Yeah, you do, I think. You do.
I've never been into like those games, so I mean, I'm just gonna try it because everybody loves it.
Yeah, I mean, geez, like James has a PS4 and he just got Black Flag. As we were talking about, me and Kyle were talking about Black Flag to him. That Assassin's Creed game. And he got that, but I think that he should be getting Bloodborne. Honestly, Bloodborne is like, it probably would be one of my all-time favorite video games if I was actually able to play it. And this is just me watching it. But I know at E3, I am excited for the inevitable Fallout reveal, Fallout 4, and I hope that does happen.
Forgot about that.
But Fallout 3, and I've yet to play New Vegas, is one of my favorite all-time RPGs. I sunk so many hours into that. I loved the immersion, going through the darkened, abandoned subways.
That's the only part I was just thinking of when you mentioned it. Was the dark, abandoned.
It was great, and it felt like a zombie survival horror game when you were in those areas. Fighting,
scary.
fighting the ghouls and stuff. But it was I love Fallout, and I really, 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 really want Bethesda to, because I believe that they're developing it this time. I don't know if Obsidian's doing it instead, but I want them to integrate co-op into Fallout.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be absolutely incredible to integrate that. Because the Elder Scrolls series still has yet to adopt co-op. I don't know if they ever will. I know they have the MMO, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fallout 4 is just like, I'm really excited to see what might come out for that.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited about
Like
that.
a trailer, anything, just something to grab onto. I've heard the rumor that it's supposed to be in
It's in New York City. Enough in New York City.
Isn't it like
Please don't.
Boston,
or
I think.
something?
Yeah. Well, that's what Kyle said. I didn't hear the official announcement of Boston or the rumor for that matter, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. I'm excited for, like Nolan was saying about the sports games. NHL 16, they've already started confirming some of the game modes that they're going to have, and they actually brought back all the game modes that they took out for this one. So
Yeah, I remember you were saying
kudos
that
to you,
one
EA.
All
Thanks a
hope is
lot.
gone. Crazy, you busted out the composer name. You officially earned my respect for knowing your blank.
Star.
Yes, I do. I know Akira oh my God. Akira Yamaoka. He is one of my favorite composers, as I was just saying. Incredible music. But yeah, I had to acknowledge that. Really.
I'll acknowledge my girlfriend. Hi, babe. She's on there.
Hi, Mom.
She'll be happy.
Just talking about video games. That's what I do.
No, but yeah, no, I was looking at NHL 16, and they had, I think they're going to do, like, you can go, because they took out, as far as I believe, I mean, I didn't even search through all of 15 yet because they kept adding new stuff, but they like took out like the whole, like you could sit with your friend and get online, so you can have the guest play
co-op.
with you,
Yeah.
like as a co-op, and they took that out completely, and now they said they were actually going to put it back in.
Wait, which game were we talking about again?
NHL.
NHL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know nothing.
Yay!
About sports. Yeah.
Good, now you can go.
Well, because I feel like NHL, it just reminds me of like sitting in a dorm and like playing online or like playing against everyone in the room. So, I mean, know your audience. You got to keep co-op in there.
Well, that's the thing, is like sports games are so fun when you like, they were so fun when you could just have like all your friends over and you play each other, or you play co-op with somebody, and it's so much fun. And then they take these things out, and now everyone's forced to just sit by themselves. Oh, I'm gonna go get a PlayStation, and I'll go get one, and we'll separate, and we'll just go in our own houses by ourselves. Yeah.
I think really the game that I had the most fun with sports-wise was baseball for the NES, for the original Nintendo.
Wow,
I
that's
honestly
a
thought it was the best. It was so awesome, the stupid little sound effects when you got a home run. It was
Well, it's
great.
like NBA Jam. NBA Jam was like the best basketball game ever.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played it. I don't think I ever played it as a kid, but I know how crazy it was.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
They had like big head mode and all that kind of stuff, right?
Big head mode was all.
You could dunk
awesome.
from the 3-line.
I feel like every
anywhere.
game like before mid-2000s
NFL
had to have
Blitz.
a big head mode. at
NFL
least.
Blitz is another awesome one.
Yeah.
It's just like nothing better than just tackling someone, and then it like zooms in and cracks.
It was violent, wasn't it?
Oh, super really violent.
Yeah.
So violent. You tackle, and every time you tackled, it would like go into like a freeze mode, and it would zoom into the guy and show you what rib was breaking and what leg was gonna snap backwards. Then you'd have
So
to like send
so
them.
it's basically Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much
So
what they
there's a
did.
football
Yeah.
involved in some sort of
There
element.
is a football on the
yeah.
field somewhere, whether it's deflated or not.
Oh, Tom Shady.
Oh, is that the? Okay, I know that one.
Well,
I got that one.
in that game, they probably honestly I wouldn't put it past it, because like you could send your guys off to like they'll have a broken leg and you got to get it healed, and then you can choose to like shoot them up with steroids and then have them like super jacked for the next game, and it was such a funny.
Good old
game.
American sports.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know? Now that I think about it, I don't think Mario has ever done a football game, have they? They did strikers. They did. I'm just thinking of Mario.
They did
Mario
baseball,
tennis.
Yeah,
soccer,
they did all the
tennis,
sport games. They didn't do football.
everything in the Olympics,
Yeah.
and no football.
Oh,
No football.
They gotta
they
do
did
that.
do the Olympics. I
It's
forgot
because
about
it's
that.
an international market. Football's
Speaking of
American.
Mario, do you see the new the sales manager that they hired? Doug Bowser.
Oh yeah.
Doug Bowser.
Yo, elaborate on that. Actually, it's really funny.
That's awesome.
Well, Nintendo decided to hire their main villain from their main game series as their sales manager, and his name is Doug Bowser. So they win in like the name drops category,
yeah.
100%.
There was a comment I saw regarding that. There was an article, and I believe it was Kotaku, and they were somebody in the comment section was saying, I wonder how much him having that last name, being fortunate enough to have that, put him ahead of the competition.
Oh, probably.
Because I'm wondering,
He's so underqualified. He's like, I've never done this before in my life.
it's like Big Head in Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he has no idea what he's doing, but he's just like, I'm here. Yeah.
His last name is
but
Bowser.
I'm sure the guy has obviously the proper credentials to get hired by Nintendo. But I that might have probably gave him a little bit of an edge. You know, like little good press, I'd say. So
I would say so.
is that Kyle? Yeah, that's Kyle. Hi, Kyle. Thanks. It's actually a glass, not a cup, but I understand.
It's like glass.
Yeah, it's got floral work on it. It's nice craftsmanship, I'd say.
Matches the bamboo.
Yeah, I actually made it myself with I don't know, how do you make glass? You blow into something, it's heated.
You blow into glass.
I don't know.
Shape
I'm not a glass blower. I was just kidding.
I watched glass being made actually last week.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Was
I'm
it
not
like-
kidding. I was on vacation. They had a glass blowing factory. So it's funny you brought that up. I
Let's-
saw them make that cup actually.
Let's talk about the glass blowing
welcome to the
process
game.
on the video game show.
Oh, I don't know the whole process. I just know they have a lot of fire.
Was it fun? What would you rate it out of 10?
Probably a -2.
-2?
Yeah, it's boring, but
There
the
you
stuff
go.
they made was cool.
There we go. Our first review, official review of the show on glass blowing. -2. We have a caller?
We have a caller. That happens.
We get callers? This
Is that a
happens?
thing?
Jesus.
What happens now?
Kind of a
All right,
show.
sure. Caller, you're on the line.
I think.
Oh, am I on the line?
Yes.
Oh, I
Am
think
I
I
on the
know
line?
this guy.
Continue.
Yeah.
You guys are the coolest, by the way.
Oh yeah. How cool are we?
You are the coolest with that cup and that weird cinnamon straw thing you have.
It's a bamboo straw.
It's bamboo.
It's bamboo,
Much
actually.
better. Well, hey, it's Kyle.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, everybody tuning in. It's Kyle right now, our old host.
We
Yeah,
fired
they got rid of me.
you. We fired you.
I'm here in Soho, but I had a video that I was really super looking forward to showing on the show, but I wasn't able to make it. So if you would allow me, I'm going to intro it real quick, and then we'll just play it.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You
Yeah,
know, just
that works.
don't show up as host.
I wish
and
we
then
just
take
had
over
a
the show.
picture of his face that we can just move
Is the
forward.
screen going to come down behind us?
I got this. Let me do it. Like, GTA 5 has been released for PC, and the world is in an uproar, of course, over the massive amounts of modifications added to the game on Steam and other services. Of course, modders have taken it upon themselves to make the craziest of mods, much of which make absolutely no sense. So I collected a video off of YouTube that demonstrates several of the more outrageous modifications that GTA has to offer now for PC players. Bonnie, if you could roll that clip.
I can like hear him in my head.
Oh, cool. Planet of the Apes.
Shooting the car.
I love mine. Yeah, now nobody's gonna watch my live stream. Let me guess, he flies.
That's nothing.
Nice ass. Thanks for dropping that on us, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Caesar looks
Anytime.
upset.
I
Yeah.
can't hear anything. I have no idea if I'm on the air or not.
You're not on the
You're
air.
not.
Super. Fantastic. All right, I
Don't
think
curse.
Steve Baldwin just showed up, so I better go.
See you later,
I'm not
Kyle.
kidding.
Thanks for taking over our show.
Thanks for dropping by.
Have a great show.
Jerk.
That was Kyle. We hate him.
We fired him. He didn't drink enough goat milk out of a bamboo straw.
Yeah, he's really jealous. He's really jealous. It's hard to get this stuff.
But yeah, that footage looked awesome. It looked like Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
It really
was
did.
pretty
It
angry.
really did.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, I haven't seen the second one. I heard it was good.
Oh yeah,
second
I
one
actually
also.
like all those movies.
Yeah. No, it
It was a really,
surprising.
really good relaunch.
Yeah. I think Hollywood's been better on that end of things. They've been kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to talk about this.
What's going on?
We'll do the monkey thing. See no evil, hear no evil. Say no evil.
Smell no evil.
That'd be a really good screenshot, actually. Just like,
That we're doing.
are we actually
Are we
gonna do
doing it?
now?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Gone.
Mad
Gone.
Max.
Show must go on.
If anyone
Looks
watching hasn't
so
seen
good.
Mad Max yet, you need to see Mad Max immediately.
out?
Take your girlfriend, take your mother, take your brother, take
Babe, you wanna see
yourself
Mad
and
Max?
nobody else. Just go and see this movie. I was blown away by Mad Max, especially coming from somebody who's never seen the originals. I haven't seen the first three at all.
I have no idea what it is.
But George Miller, who's the original director of the old ones that came out in the late 70s and the 80s, he helmed this fourth Mad Max movie, and I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed it every second of the film. And you saw it.
No.
You didn't see it?
I've seen the original.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting from like.
That's why I'm so excited about it. I didn't even realize it was out yet.
I would see it a second time if I had the extra cash right now.
Oh, damn.
But it was absolutely phenomenal. The music, the score, the characters, the pacing. It was a solid 2 hours. Didn't feel too long. Didn't feel too short.
Isn't it like one big action scene, basically?
It's basically one big action scene, but it's done so tastefully. And it doesn't feel like you're seeing the same thing twice, even though so many things are going on. And the characters, you really feel like you're immersed in this post-apocalyptic world. And it actually just made me that much more excited for a Fallout 4. So it's like, it's awesome. Do you consider seeing it? Possibly with your girlfriend?
No, I mean, I'd see it. From what I saw in the trailer, it's just one big road. But
Fury Road.
Road full of fury.
I'm sorry.
With Charlize Theron on it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Son.
Yeah, she's got like no
You
hair.
sold me.
Yeah, no,
like
she pulls it off so well. She's absolutely a gorgeous creature. She's amazing. She's funny. She's beautiful. Like God. But anyway,
Let's get weird.
hey, I'm telling you how it is right now. So really, go see it.
Okay.
Go see it. It might be one of my favorite movies of the past few years. And you know,
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
and it's the truth. I mean, it's a shame that Pitch Perfect 2 kind of stole the box office from it. But
Which I
hey,
still didn't see.
America.
I'm gonna
did
see
see
that
that.
before that. but-
Yeah. Oh, you did. Yeah. Did you
I want to.
Yeah.
Very badly.
The first one was good.
First one was awesome.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I really don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about Pitch Perfect. It really is a good movie. I apologize. But I'm sure it doesn't beat Mad Max. That's all I have to
It
say.
might.
I'm more excited for Mad Max.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely seen that movie. We're gonna go to a break right now. So again, please stay put. We're not gonna be gone long, so don't get scared. All right, we're gonna be back. And
Cue the music.
take care of yourself.
Okay.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Enravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Enravio TV network.
Welcome back to Save and Continue. So now we are about to talk about something called a Jibo, which I know nothing about, but these two do.
I don't know.
Jibo personal robot.
Yeah.
It's supposed to
Take it away.
revolutionize the world.
All right, how so?
But I am a huge skeptic. I think it's a big waste of money.
You're not one of the ones who donated to it to get it up and running?
No. All right. Yeah, a little background on Jibo. It's a personal robot. It's supposed to be like a helper in the kitchen, around the house. It can read stories, give notifications, video chat, and like tracks during a video chat.
Babysit.
It babysits, yeah, the whole 9 yards.
Make sure the oven's off, everything.
Yeah, it kind of like monitors your home, and it was crowdfunded. I think last year was the first year they did, and they got well over $2 million, like pretty quick. and then now it's getting up to where they're trying to cap off 25 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it looks like they're going to hit their goal, and then I think
And their
it's gonna
goal is,
sell
say
for
that one
like
more time,
$600 or
what's the number?
$700. What?
What's the number again?
25 million.
And that's their goal.
Yeah, completely crowdfunded.
Holy crap.
And they're probably gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Because it's picking up a lot of tread right now.
Huh.
Yeah.
So,
Considering getting one.
what?
Pre-order.
It's like $600 or $700 though.
So
I don't know. To me, it seems
Who
like
needs
it's a
friends when
smart
you have that
Siri,
thing?
but it's a physical object, which is kind of cool.
So what does this thing look like? Because I wish we had some kind of,
It looks
picture
like
that we
that.
could show people.
It does kind of look
which
like
people
that.
can't see.
Well,
but
that thing, this is a clock thing in front of us right now that used to tell us the time.
It's like a little stand about that big, and then it has a head that rotates and like moves up and down,
And
and
an
then it's
eye.
like a big face on the head.
like a little cyclops.
Yeah.
That like talks to you and tells you like how long to cook things and
Yeah, it's
basically like
this-
Siri. Yeah, it's like exactly like having like an iPhone that'll just talk to you without you even.
See,
really
me,
needing
all I
it to.
want is like a little holographic Cortana in my house.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? Like that'd be incredible.
I want this thing to have an arm. I think if it had an arm,
Just
it would
one
be
single arm, like the
amazing.
whole thing is an
yeah,
arm.
it's like you're in the kitchen, you're like, Jibo, chop the carrots. That'd be awesome. But unless it has an arm, I don't think it's going to be that big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they don't have. It doesn't have arms. It doesn't even. It's
Doesn't
plugged in
move,
too.
it
It
needs
used
to
to
be
be
plugged
the
in,
key
yeah.
to anything being successful is having arms. I mean, we know that. So I agree with you on that. That it definitely should have some kind of appendage sticking out of it in order for it to actually be of any use to us.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
a
know.
companion.
They are marketing it as a
Sad
companion
people.
more than like a helper. And like the guy from Nuance and it has like, it sounds more human than like Siri does too. And
Okay.
it seems like it has like a better recognition than Siri, like miles ahead.
Is there a way of changing it to British female voice option? Because that's what I usually do on my phone.
I have
Or any
no
kind of
idea if it
GPS,
comes in
anything.
other-
That's what I want to hear.
The guy from Nuance
Charlize Theron
or something
mode.
just signed on.
Charlize? I'm gonna sing Charlize.
Charlize, right? Charlize. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? Hey,
Oh,
there it is.
is.
That's it.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Bonnie.
And that's the Jibo.
That's the Jibo.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of disappointing.
That's it. That's the
See,
guy.
I was thinking Cyclops like it was gonna be a bigger eye, not just some
That's a pretty big eye.
yeah,
That entire
bigger
thing
than
is
a
cooler
screen.
eye. It seems soulless to me.
Yeah, the whole thing's this little screen.
Yeah. So you could literally just talk to this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it recognizes your face, and it'll like greet you and talk to you, and it's kind of scary.
Eventually kill you. And,
Yeah, it's what I was saying. Exactly.
Yeah.
They wanted. They said they were actually they were thinking about for the future, like putting like wheels on it and making it not able to plug in. They said it might borderline cross like the creepy line.
Like
I'm
like something in a Star War, right?
Well,
something
yeah,
in a Star
it's-
War.
basically.
Weren't there multiple?
There were multiple, yeah. Here's some money for a Star War.
But
Arrested Development. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
love that joke in it. It's one of those subtle jokes in Arrested Development that I absolutely love and I always go back to. But anyway,
want
yeah.
some money for a Star War.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think you need to be able to like turn it off and like leave it alone, or else it becomes like a Furby.
Can you do that? Well, it's plugged in, so you can unplug it. Yeah.
And
But,
I think it only like comes on command and something. Like
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it needs to be like prompted.
Well, they had the video where the guy came in to his house like after work, and
Yeah.
the Jibo turned the
Woke
lights
up,
on, and it
yeah.
was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
how was work today?" You know?
He gives the voicemail off and it's like a girl and he's like, "Oh, better make that dinner for two." And Jibo was like, "Nice, man."
Oh.
Double order.
It's funny because, like, it says how is work today. Does it really work? Like, do you really care if a thing that is just really has no real intelligence saying that to you? Does that really make a difference?
Oh, it has intelligence. It remembers.
It does seem
remembers
pretty
things.
smart.
It's my cat remembers. My
It
cat.
really
I
does.
talk. I'll say hi to my
Smarter
cat.
than your cat.
Yeah.
No, it probably is because they were saying like
You just think
it
smarter than me.
learns.
Yeah, we'll get bronchitis like my cat because my cat just had bronchitis. That was a problem.
This show just got really sad.
No, he's fine. He's totally fine.
is this?
He's 18 years old and he's kicking. And
Those are
I
electronics and video games and everything. So my cat has bronchitis.
listen. If there's anything
My
more
God.
internet than cats,
Ooh,
I don't know
ruining my
what.
week.
You know, cat is good for any kind of topic at all.
I hate cats.
Use your topics. You can take that.
These aren't my topics.
So-
I can't believe you just.
No,
just
this
dropped-
is
no,
this
not
is
that.
this is my laundry list that Kyle left me here because he was afraid that I was gonna tarnish his name and his seat. It's nice and warm.
He wasn't even here today. What are you warming
You were
it
here.
for?
You were sitting in the dark. You were just talking about how you were waiting for Bonnie to get here. You were sitting in the dark waiting for the show. And then the lights went
wait.
on, and then you were just there.
I couldn't wait. I was excited.
Getting
to
mentally
talk about
hyped.
things.
Yeah, I'm excited every Thursday too. Yeah, definitely. So what else we got to talk about anyway?
I got a PlayStation Vita.
Okay, cool. How was that? I'm sorry.
It's all right. I just got really excited. No, my girlfriend came over and she was like, "Oh, I got you something, by the way." Because I think we were walking through a GameStop and I was like, I kind of want a PlayStation Vita. They look kind of cool,
And they're probably cheap now, aren't they?
I don't even know. And she's just like, "Oh, look, I got you this," and I'm like, "Oh, sweet." But I refuse to buy any games for it. I'm just gonna have them put onto it.
See, the reason why I would want a Vita is probably to put old games on it. Like, I don't know if you'd have to emulate it, but like the old Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy 7 or something
That's
like that.
what I'm probably gonna end up doing with it. I'm not gonna buy. I probably won't buy anything. Sorry, Sony.
Can you take that from screen and then like take the PS Vita, whatever was like on your PS4 screen?
Yeah, you can use it as a secondary screen, and you can also use it as a controller too, and a secondary screen.
Yeah.
So you can play the games that are compatible. Like I played some game like this
heard about
Hollywood
this.
game or whatever, and I was playing that on it, and it's showing up on my TV screen. And
I think it's really
the other
cool.
thing-
Yeah, that's cool.
It is pretty cool. I was playing around with it. It's got the internet.
Is it
it's
similar to
got
what the
all
Wii
that
U
stuff.
does with its controller?
I don't know.
I know it's a little bit different because you can take it with you.
Yeah, but it's more portable. It's
The
meant to
Wii
be-
U has a big screen on the controller.
Yeah.
Have you seen a Wii U before
I've
in person?
seen it. I just never saw the actual controller.
Oh, dude, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. It's giant. It's bigger than my head. It's like two of my heads. The
Yay,
screen. But
PS
it's
Vita.
beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. What'd you say?
I said, "Yay, PS Vita."
Yeah. And by the way, it says vote today. Help legalize medical methamphetamines today.
Is there really a website to vote for that?
I guess so. There it is, people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go vote.
Save and continue, pedaling, man.
Whatever floats your boat. Whatever.
Do we condone and promote that?
Whatever jacks you
Those
up.
kind of things.
We don't condone the use of meth, by the way.
Ish.
But I love Breaking Bad.
do
Let me
condone
tell
the
you.
use of Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Oh man, I miss Breaking Bad so much.
Watch Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Actually, Better Call Saul. What do you think of the finale of that? Because I know it
still
ended a
have to
while
catch
ago.
up,
I have to catch
Bro,
up.
really?
Like way far behind. I'm
darn
so
it.
far behind on all my shows.
I was pretty good when it first started, but then it was on Mondays, right?
Yeah.
It was on
Such a
Mondays.
weird
It was a
day. Mondays at,
weird
like,
day.
10 o'clock
It
or
was
9
weird.
o'clock.
And I honestly didn't get invested in Better Call Saul. I'd say maybe into the 5th episode. Whatever episode had oh my god.
Don't tell me.
No, what's I can't believe I forget his name. Mike, awesome character.
Mike.
I love the Mike-centric episode. It was very emotional. It was a great, different side of him that even Breaking Bad fans didn't really know of so much. But the way it ended without saying anything, Breaking Bad. It was. I mean, not Breaking Bad. It's Better Call Saul. It was cool. I wasn't blown away by it, but it was good. Kyle is asking, is the Vita really worth it?
I don't know yet until I start playing some games on it and making use of it entirely. But so far, I've just been playing around on it. It's really cool. I mean, the camera's awesome. I've just been taking pictures of just nothing, just trying to see the quality of the camera. But I like it. I think it's awesome. I think it's a cool little machine.
Yeah,
so-
your girlfriend likes it too, apparently.
Yeah, I know. Yay.
Yay for PS Vita. I don't think I've ever seen yay PS Vita before in my life.
Well, now you see it, Frankie.
I really have nothing against a PS Vita. I just know I got a lot of flack. I'm just like joining the bandwagon for no good reason. But I wouldn't mind getting a handheld again one day anyway. It's kind of something I never really
That's
had.
the thing, because I miss like
pretty
Game Boy
sweet.
Advance and everything. I mean, I still have them and I can play them anytime I want,
Yeah.
but I wanted something a little more up to date, but also a handheld game. And that's why I really wanted it. So thanks, babe.
All right, we're going to take a quick, short commercial break once again, and we will be talking about more, and the last commercial break. We will see you in a second.
Stick around.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Mark Well. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, we're gonna punch in the. But if you have this bracelet from nradio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRadio TV network.
Welcome back to Save and Continue. This is our last part of the show until we see you next week. So, Nolan, you have something to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of touched on Silicon Valley for a second, but I always wonder how much Silicon Valley is related to real life. Like,
Right.
do things that happen in the show often happen in real life? Like, for example, I don't want to give, this is going to be a spoiler, but
Spoil it now.
right now they're getting beat out by a team that actually stole all of their work at like this production meeting in the first season, like really early on when they were still looking for funding. Get your milk out of here. And so now they're getting beat out by those people, and I just wonder, like, are people really getting screwed over like that constantly out in real life?
It's a good question.
Like, is it that cutthroat? Like,
Yeah.
You always hear about it, but like, I don't know. To actually see it.
I don't even know what they do, so I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it's a good question because Noel and I were talking about that on the way here, and we wanted to bring it up more here. It's an interesting thing because I'm sure that considering how much competition is out there with things such as apps and technology in general and algorithms and whatnot, new technology, I think there's got to be some cutthroat
Because it's all about getting
attitudes
there
in there.
first.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
So-
Yeah.
When there's that much money involved, like, yeah, I would chop somebody down, but like, it's weird to think about, is Google really powerful just because they were good at it, or is it because they're actually like a big time?
Or
brand,
the
like,
guys,
big
in
brand?
Pied Piper's place, they get brought into a boardroom and they pretty much give away all their secrets accidentally. You know what I mean?
right.
Like that kind of like.
Getting roped
'Cause-
in.
Yeah, because like what if these small companies they don't have much experience if they could get. Well, I mean, please, that definitely does happen.
Yeah.
It totally does happen.
Can you break down a small amount of what Silicon Valley is actually about, so I know what companies getting?
Silicon Valley's about
Synopsis.
this team of guys that are starting a compression model to like just downgrade file size so that it's easier to upload and download files, because there's
download
file
files.
creation is going crazy right now,
File creation.
and it's just copious notes.
I'm
And
writing invisible.
it's just basically watching them build this company, and they're fighting against this company Hooli, which is kind of like Google or like
Yeah.
Apple or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, it's a mega power.
And the show still references real life corporations
all the
and
time.
businesses. but
Video
they-
game references.
Oh
like-
yeah. They had one that a Mass Effect 3 reference one episode, and everybody was talking about that because it was so obscure. And I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, so it was
I was
like.
gonna say, is Mass Effect a good game? Is this a good?
Oh boy! Well, we found our topic for the end. Yeah, Mass Effect is definitely. I mean, are you into RPGs?
Yeah, I need games to play. So just help me.
All right.
It's
Listen,
spooky and I
child.
like it.
I will help you.
It's spooky.
Yeah.
Is it?
It can be. See, here's the thing. Mass Effect has a lot of different tones and themes. All right, it's set in a sci-fi setting, world and whatnot, and in the future, there's extraterrestrial life that we're interacting with, and the advanced technology, and yada yada yada. And the gameplay is a mix between, as the series goes on, action, RPG. It's got maybe some kind of horror elements in there too. Definitely, actually, and. I recommend it because I think out of all the RPGs I could recommend, last generation Mass Effect is probably the first one that comes to mind, aside from Lost Odyssey, which I love. But Mass Effect definitely get. The gameplay is there. The storytelling is there.
And are they making a new one for like the new?
They are. And actually, speaking of E3, I wouldn't doubt that they might show something at E3 of the new Mass Effect, because the new Mass Effect games that are going to be coming out, are going to be separate from the trilogy that came before it. Because the Mass Effect trilogy was completed. All right? Controversially completed, but it was completed
Which
nonetheless.
was a joke in Silicon
Yeah,
Valley.
the joke has to do with Mass Effect's endings. That's all I'm going to say. But I would definitely not let you, don't let anyone's negative opinions on the series keep you from playing, because there's far more pros than cons with Mass Effect. Yeah. And Kyle would even tell you, and he said it on the show before, Mass Effect 2 is his favorite game of all time. One of them.
Really?
I think, if not, the best. Yeah, it's from the beginning to end. It's kind of like the Empire Strikes Back of Mass Effect.
Well, Kyle's a sharp kid, so I might take his
No,
advice.
play through the first one, though, definitely. Because the first one's, it's gameplay-wise, it's not as good as 2 and 3.
No.
But the story might be the best, I think, in the first one.
Yeah, gotta find some new games.
It's really good. So definitely do it, because Mass Effect Trilogy, I believe, is on PS3. I don't think that it ever got into PS4, but you can play PS3 games on PS4, right? Can you?
No.
It's actually,
I know you can for the
No,
Xbox.
no, you can't.
You can play 360 on Xbox One?
You cannot.
You can't. Yes, they
Next
probably don't
gen,
have it for that either.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
PS
even-
can't either.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
Actually,
that thing's-
that's something I didn't know for all this time. Yeah, but
Yeah, unfortunately not.
well, do you have a PS3?
I don't.
Yeah, well,
So it doesn't really matter.
well, you either need a PS3 or you need an Xbox. For the Mass Effect trilogy. But
I
the
had
new
the
one
Xbox.
coming out, I'm sure. What?
I had the Xbox. I
Yeah,
traded
well,
it.
you
for
could always
PS4.
buy it again. But the
Trade it up.
I'll buy the slim version.
the new Mass Effect that is going to be coming out, there's really no major details on it. We really don't know much about it at all. They've been very tight-lipped about it. And it is probably going to be multi-platform. So you will be able to get your Mass Effect fill, sure. And it's probably going to be better than ever, because I personally think they killed it with Mass Effect 3. I absolutely loved it. Things could have been different, but I think for the most part, they really, really hit me right here.
Right in the heart.
No, I didn't hit my mic.
Right in the nipple.
Yeah,
That
right
word
there.
got you.
No, a little bit above the nipple. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, you said
it's
it was spooky.
Yeah, there was some I wouldn't horror is a pretty decent way to describe it.
There is horror in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah.
But it kind of snuck up on me. Like you would be, because it does have like fighting elements, but then there's long times where it's like RPG in between.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I felt like it kind of snuck up on me sometimes.
There's
where I
horror
wasn't
in it.
expecting to fight. And
Yeah.
then
Like
you're, thrown
zombies.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
And they're throwing
quote
a
unquote
lot at
space
you all the
zombies that they
time.
call them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not literally called space zombies, but they might as well be. And very grotesque looking monsters as the Reapers, who are the main antagonist in the series, start being more prominent. Because in the beginning of the series, the Reapers are they're kind of like this ominous, ooh, spook man, in the background. But then they become like full-fledged your enemy by the third one.
Well,
but
I learned a lot.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
I
Listen,
will check it out.
this is why I worked at GameStop for like 4 years of my life years ago, because I love talking about this crap. I
You
love
want to
it.
see spooky? I'm telling you. I'm going back to that PT game. You have got to play that game.
Yeah, I'm really hoping, because there's a petition for the new Silent Hills, to bring it back. I mean, we know how well petitions usually work, but
I can't even stress enough how scary that game was.
oh, dude, I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nuts. And every time, because I quit the game. I was like, I'm not playing this. And then I went back, and I was like, all right, I'll show, because I was just going to show my sister. She's like, what are you guys screaming about? So I'm like, I'll show you. So I was like, we knew the part that scared the crap out of us. So we're like, we get to it, and it didn't happen. And we're like, okay.
Oh, weird.
So it actually changes when
Every
the
time.
thing scares the life out of you.
I will close with this. I think PT, even though it's not going to manifest itself as Silent Hills, I think it's a great shining example of what horror games can be in this generation. And that's why I have faith in the horror genre for the future. Thank you for watching Save and Continue tonight. Check out, oh, my mic just went out. Check out our Twitch channel, Chainsaw Academy, and also we're on Facebook as well. And thank you for Enravio for hosting this. So we'll catch you next week. Take care.
Super Ryan Game Time.
Super
Tuesday
Ryan
nights,
Game Time,
7 o'clock.
Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock.
I'm going to play Resident Evil next week, all right?
Yep, Resident Evil 1.
Maybe PT. Oh, let's all get scared together.